So we've got a particularly nasty piece of shit on our hands here. Meet another Jason Momoa. Hello, I was going through my fan page with this primary, then I came across your comment. Thanks for the love and support you've always showered on me. The comment I made on Jason Momoa's post was mocking his bottled water. I said, what? Who is this? Jason Momoa, he said. So I put in a laughing emoji. I said, prove it. Here come the excuses. Like all muggles, get out. Because I was frankly done, right? I'd had all morning of this. Oh, came the response. I said, yes, reported. Make better choices with your life. And in response to yes, reported, he goes, and then? I said, and then we wait. You're the 12th Mughal today I've had taken down. Tick-tock like a clock, the Mughals all topple over. Still poor. I wish well in life, 'cause you sound hurt. I said, can't say the same for people who lie and try and steal. And nope, I just don't like dishonesty, and you're a liar of the first kind. Shame. You think I'm being dishonest? I said, I know you are. You aren't American. I can tell by how you write. Oh, he said. I said, yep. To which he comes back with, you've typed in some languages in the middle of your speech, pretending he didn't know what Mughal meant, which we know later on he does. I said, so find another client because there's no remittance for you here and get a real job. So you're the one who's not American, he tries to say like he won a point. I said, I never claimed to be unlike you. And in response to so find another client, he goes, oh, now this is funny. Because all of a sudden those terms I wasn't supposed to know. I said, you are not funny, you're poor, go away, you're boring. I'm poor, he says, face palm. I said, yes, hustling online like a Mughal, begging people, dying for anyone to answer your message, desperate, I can smell it. I've done a lot of things, but begging people is not one of them, said my scammer, who's absolutely begged someone. I said, all the way from here, I can smell your desperation, and yet you steal. He goes, so you have a sensitive nose like a dog. Interesting. Thinking that I was going to fall for that. I said, yes. You smell bad. Sorry, I couldn't see that for a second. I said, like all little Mughals with no clients or remittance. Yet I've never stopped you at gunpoint, he tries to justify. I said, it would be better if you did that. At least it's more honest than what you're doing. Lying to obtain funds is still stealing. Seems like you've been scammed pretty bad, he said. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to tell him the truth and see how despicable these guys are. I said, no, but you scammed my mother twice. So all of you will go down. You may be able to trick a 90-year-old, but not me. And then, because he didn't say anything, I said, how proud your mother must be about her son, the scammer, which got a response. Oh, so your mother is a fool who got scammed by Mughal. Interesting. I said, yes, and now you will pay. Shame your mother has to deal with your face. And in response to interesting, I said, isn't it? That's why you're still poor and I'm not. You killed her. Pay for your mother being a fool? He said. I said, you know that? I said, you killed her. You're all disgusting. You make me sick to my stomach that people like you exist. Killed? No, her stupidity kills her. Now that has been passed down on you, said my scammer, who was having a wonderful time. I said, your poor family. Oh my God. And in response to that whole stupidity thing, I said, really, little Mughal with the pencil where his dick should be, to which he put in a laughing emoji. I said, only small boys lie online. You wish you were Jason. And that actually got to him. 'Cause if the way you respond harshly to my messages is how your brain processes things, then your life is in danger, he says. So yes, according to his logic, if we approach these scam profiles with skepticism and the right amount of indignation and aggression, then our lives are in danger. We should just roll over, let them scam us, and then we'll be safe. I mean, make it make sense, guys. I said, truth is, you'll never be Jason. And in response to you wish you were Jason, he goes, I don't wish I am, because that hit a nerve. I'm sorry about the gardeners again. I said, because I don't like scammers. Wow, you're deluded. And in response to, I don't wish I am Jason, I said, you claim to be, so you wish you were. Poor baby, not Jason. Poor man with the shame. I've had a nice play with you, he said. I said, no remittance for you last night, that much is clear. Can you eat today or do you need money? And I said, yes, welcome to Discord. Say hi to everyone. We have your IP as well. He hasn't seen it. I know he's going to report me. I know 100%. So please go find this guy. I'm sure he's restricted me. Yeah, he's restricted me. Go find this guy, please. And let's give him a hell of a time. Because he seems to think that it's the safest route is for us to just roll over and accept to be scammed. Because otherwise we wouldn't be scammed. I don't understand it myself, guys. Then I want you to meet a confused scammer called Amelia. Hi there, I'm Amelia, social media manager for Brandon Lake. I don't know who that is, guys. We are eager to hear from our active followers and would love your feedback. We promise to be brief and won't take much of your time. Would you be willing to share your insights? We can't wait to hear from you. Which I put a laughing emoji. I said, who in the ever-loving hell is Brandon Lake and why would you think I know who he is? Where'd you find my profile? To which I got the following quick amendment. I'm Jason Momoa. Management team has been receiving reports from fans about imposters on social media. As a result, we have established a safety sweep team to identify and track down those fake profiles. Have you encountered any fake profiles yourself? To which I went, you said Brandon Lake. Are you mentally ill? And see, up there, Brandon Lake, whoever the hell he is. It's too late to backtrack now because I Googled and he and Jason do not share management. To which my scammer got a bit upset that I did some homework. If you think that you are not okay with me, please, you can leave. Forgetting that they'd messaged me and they were in my DMs. And I said, you messaged me, Moogle, remember? Not my fault you forgot your own scam. Get a real job, maybe. Which got the following response. You don't just meet someone with first one and chat with him or with this manner, okay? He was so insulted that I dare call out his obvious lie. So I said, you lied. You're still lying, Moogle. I said, get a real job and stop hustling. You're bad at it. To which I got the following. It is your own way, not mine, okay? Yeah, because too late to recover now. To which I put a laughing emoji. I went, ooh, someone made no remittance last night. Oof, that must sting. So I'm sort of expecting a full restriction on this particular account. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Sorry about the shorter formats, but these are just kind of unfolding throughout the day. Instagram have started deleting chats that are going against their terms and services. So I have to do them immediately. So love you all. Bye.